Today, I would like to talk about the importance of emotional digestion or processing, especially for empaths. In Western society, we frequently fail to teach our children how to be with their emotions. Emotions, whether they are positive or negative experiences, are high sensation and therefore uncomfortable experiences. Emotional digestion, in a Buddhist sense, refers to the ability to process our emotions from beginning to end, and empaths especially have to process other people's emotions. If you're never taught how to take an emotion and experience it fully to its natural end, then they build up in your body. They build up in your energetic, subtle body, but they also physically build up in your body. Each emotion that we have is accompanied by a neurological experience, by electricity that moves through our myofascial network in our bodies, and especially powerful emotions that go undigested will find themselves a place in our muscles, in our bones, in our myofascial network, somewhere associated with a piece of movement or physical experience. So when we have these undigested emotions that we are escaping from, that we are choosing to not fully experience, sometimes this can last years and years and years. Each of these emotions is using up some of our life force, some of our prana or chi. That means that if I find my way into adulthood with no digested emotions, then I have very little life force left to focus on my day-to-day activities. So what that might look like is depression or anxiety. It might look like physical exhaustion. It might look like mental confusion and overwhelm. These are all signs that my life force is not super accessible to me today. Empaths especially, who are experiencing the emotions of other people, must make a concerted effort to fully digest each emotion that comes their way. That means that if I am fully energetically open and I'm experiencing the emotions of a crowd of people, that I have to take some very conscientious action to become aware of and allow myself to be present with all of the 360-degree view of that emotion. Digesting emotions is a skill, it's a practice, like all things. However, it's an absolute foundational skill. I would like to mention as well here that trauma and other things that require real healing, all of these things will create this emotional indigestion, this inability to fully process and digest that which we are experiencing. So, what does emotional digestion look like? These days, the acronym that the Western world is using is RAIN. So any emotion that comes up, whether it is a triggered emotion not related to what's going on currently, or a direct relationship to one of my needs today being met or unmet, any emotion that comes up, I practice RAIN. RAIN stands for first, recognizing that I am having an emotional experience, that some emotion is coming up. A stands for awareness. Awareness, in this case, is awareness of the physical sensation, awareness of the emotional sensation, and sort of the exploration of my full present moment. So when we're experiencing emotions powerfully, awareness might look like taking a pause from whatever experience we're having that triggered this emotion, taking a pause to pay attention to what's going on within. I stands for investigation. In this case, investigation might look like asking yourself some questions. What does this feel like physically in my body? What did I respond to? What triggered this emotion? What parts of my body are experiencing it, but also what parts of my memory are experiencing it? Sometimes, frequently, when we have emotions, more than just the present experience is happening inside of our body and mind. And so inside of your investigation, really taking some time to say, what else is coming up? N stands for non-identification or non-judgment. In this case, that might look something like this. Rather than, I am sad, thinking to yourself, I am feeling sadness. You are not your emotions. You are more than your emotional experience, but you can honor your emotional experience as such. So whether that is emotions from unmet needs, such as anger and sadness and fear and shame, or emotions from met needs like pleasure and happiness and joy and elation and gratitude, each of these emotions, we can choose to neither cling to them nor reject them. So this is the non-judgment side. We can choose when we are having this emotional experience to, number one, take responsibility that it is our own individual emotional experience, and two, not judge either ourselves or the trigger to our emotion. Which for me, from a mindfulness perspective, means choosing to neither cling to that emotion nor reject that emotion. You simply accept the existence of it. You accept the presence of it. In order to sort of complete emotional digestion, you simply allow the physical, emotional, sensational experience to continue to its natural end. So anxiety might look like throwing yourself full force into this emotion and intentionally with your brain elaborating on it. And escapism might look like stopping that emotion in its tracks. Choosing to have a conversation on a different topic, play a video game, scroll through your phone. We want to do neither of these and instead allow ourselves to experience the full range of sensation associated with whatever emotion that is. If you can do this for one emotion a day, you will be well on your path to learning to eat emotions properly.